The work of the Council for Inclusive Capitalism was very much inspired by our meeting with Pope Francis. After that meeting, our steering committee members sat down to write what our principles are. It's equality of opportunity for all. It's equal outcomes for those people who exert the same effort. It's fairness across generations, and it's also fairness toward those who, by no fault of their own, were born into or are now in circumstances which make the reach for economic opportunity difficult. If we could incorporate these principles as a society in the way that we conceive of and practice capitalism, we would by definition have inclusive capitalism. When we first formed the idea of inclusive capitalism, an economist in the room said to me, well, to Adam Smith, inclusive capitalism would be a redundancy. And another economist said, that's true of Adam Smith in the 18th century, but in the 21st century, inclusive capitalism sounds like an oxymoron. And that was when we knew we were doing the right thing, that we believe capitalism is the most powerful wealth generator in the world, and certainly history proves that. But it has led, in the last 30 years really, to terrible inequality. And that's inequality between working and capital. And one of our commitments is to work with governments, to work with policymakers, to work with foundations, to work with investors and companies, to think of ways that equity can be more broadly shared. Now, we know we have ESOPs in America, and the largest and richest companies can have programs subject to federal law which share equity capital stock with employees. But the truth is that it's way too small. And it's small because there's been too much regulation, there's too much legal exposure. And essentially, for a small company that might want to give equity to its workers, it's just too expensive and too risky. So we are working with many organizations and policymakers to try to come up with ideas for how equity, shares, ownership can be shared by workers. So we don't have workers here and owners there. We want workers to have a stake in the ownership. What does that do? It reduces recidivism, it increases commitment to the purpose of the company, and it creates a long-term capital for people. So we will work hard on the ownership issue for workers. We're working very closely with the Clinton Policy Institute, with Urban Institute, with many organizations that are trying to promote this idea. Now we just need the politicians to grab it.